Hey, what's up, guys? It's Pixelated Apollo, and today joining me is jackiefishhh.
Hey, what's up?
And today we're going to be looking at a new Game of Thrones mod called Kings of Winter.
Yeah, it's really awesome. At the moment, they've kind of added in only like House Stark and a few of the other like bannermen of House Stark. But it's getting there, and hopefully, if people enjoy it and play it more, he'll go ahead and or the team will go ahead and add in a bunch more units.
Yeah, it's definitely in its early stages of development, but check it out, guys. Show some support because I would love to see like King Landing's troops. We could do like historical battles between the
Yeah, that'd be
houses.
awesome. Some just Baratheon Warhammers and just smashing in against just like Targaryen troops. That'd be so epic. That would be
Yeah, it'd be
amazing.
amazing. So today we are doing a little bit of a scenario. There's a little bit of I guess, political issues in the north. There's tension rising and civil war is the people are concerned about a civil war. So two parties here agreed to meet in this road to have some diplomacy. It looks like both parties bring in their own armies just in case things go sour. But I think we all know things are gonna go sour.
Yeah,
So
little do the houses of the Stark troops know that they're kind of laying an ambush, as it were, ready to
yes.
preemptively strike and put all the northern houses back in their place.
Yeah, so basically the minor houses are upset with the ruling of, House Stark. So we'll see how that turns out. So you want to go ahead and check out the army comps and look at the
Yeah,
cool
sure,
units
let's
here?
go.
All right, we'll start with my army because it's pretty convenient to look at. In the front line here is my general. They are called the North Lords. Very cool name. Very awesome looking. And then behind them, I have got 4 units of spears. It's House Karstark spears. They look a little sad because they're little sad face sons there.
Well,
But
they never get any sun up in the north.
yeah, I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I'm sure they have a lot of depression problems, seasonal depression. And then 4 units of the House Stark Great Sword. So I guess some of these Stark men are upset with their own Stark house. So they're going to be joining the rebellion, so to speak. But they look awesome. Shields in the back, dual wielding this great sword. And the banner carriers look awesome as
Yeah, the
well.
two of them is really awesome. Kind of gives the units a bit more of a feel to them, holding the
Yeah,
banners high.
yeah, for sure. And then behind the 4 units of great swords, great swords, we've got the House Glovers Warhammers. Uh,
Such an awesome looking
oh
unit.
yeah,
I
oh
love how
yeah.
the captain's kind of just two-handing the warhammer without a shield, and everyone else is
Yes.
just one-handing like the two-handed weapon and the shield.
I mean the arm strength you would need to handle a,
Yeah,
two-handed weapon with a shield. I mean,
just flail that around to be
these
awesome.
guys are monsters. So that's
Oh,
pretty cool.
very cool.
Yeah, 4 units of them, and then I've got 4 units of the Warrior Sons.
Yeah,
And
and I'm pretty sure that these guys are actually something to do with the religious people in King's Landing. Please correct me, obviously, if I'm wrong, but I don't think these are actually Stark men or anything to do with the North.
yeah, see, they've gotten word about the rebellion in the north, so they're like, we're gonna help out the
Yeah.
rebels. But yeah, they look pretty cool. They've got the like Templar vibe, the white and red.
Uh-huh.
So maybe there's something behind
The
that,
seven-pointed star. Yeah.
yes, yes. And then behind them, I've got the House Umber's axes. And you pointed out earlier that some of the soldiers don't even have shields. They have like dual wielding axes there, which is
Yeah,
really cool.
that's awesome. And we were saying how like they're the guys who charge forward first and try and like break the enemy
Break the
line.
formation.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that's
that's
awesome.
awesome.
So very cool unit so far. And then the final unit here is my archers, the House Reed longbows. Very cool. Got a nice green vibe to their uniforms, and the banner carriers actually have like alligator crocodile skin on them.
Yeah, but
It,
even there's like a cape as well guarding their back. It kind of goes all the way
yes,
down. It's so
yeah,
awesome.
that thick scales of
Love me my house read. And the
yes.
captains as well are dual wielding swords as well.
Yeah, he's pretty BA. And the final unit way over here is pretty much a Nafatoon unit, but they are wildfire throwers. So I had to bring them just because, it looks
Obviously, you
interesting.
got to.
Yeah. So you want to go ahead and check out your army? You want
Yeah,
to start with?
we'll quickly start with the right hand side, the one's downhill. Because obviously
Okay.
my army's split up into several positions because they're ready
Right.
to assault
Ambush.
your
Yeah.
formation. So, like, as my archer force, I've got these North bannermen, or these bow bannermen, sorry, kind of just basically shields on the back, kind of like the Pavese.
Yeah, this is like the standard uniform of House Stark.
Yeah.
It seems like, you know, they've got the House Stark shield and the very light uniforms.
Yeah, then behind them I've got some wildlings helping me out, some female wildlings with their war dogs.
Oh wait, where is that?
Just behind my archers.
Oh yeah, I see that. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
really cool. We got some women over here ready to do battle with their men.
Yeah, exactly. Ready to cause fear. And then, oh yeah, it's just another unit of archers there running off to our right-hand side. Then behind this, or behind my war dogs, I have kind of the main meat of my army. Just a bunch of these swordsmen, these sword bannermen.
Yeah, again, that's like the standard uniform there for House Stark.
Yeah, just the sigil on the chest and the shield and, you know, a very basic helmet. These guys aren't, you know, the most heavily armored, but they'll get the job done. They'll get the job done. And then far off to the right-hand side, I have some of these Krangomen. They're like House Reed troops. They're called more of like a guerrilla fighting force by the looks of it.
So I guess they were happy with, or maybe they're like mercenaries that House Stark
which have
paid
been,
for.
like, picked up.
Yeah, it almost looks like they have pitchforks.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's a certain type of weapon, but yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Much smaller shields as well, so I guess they're a bit more maneuverable.
Lighter,
in
yeah.
combat. So that's the army over there. Then in the road, kind of blockading the way, I have my general, the Winter's Guard, looking very awesome. I love how they've got like a two-handed sword just on there, like off to the side, and the kind of overcoat as well with a shield on the back. Looks very nice. And also the generals for most of the Stark soldiers, also instead of alligator heads or like something like that, they have a wolf's head on them.
Yes, that's awesome.
Which is
Classic
very cool.
Stark. Yeah.
Yeah, and then behind that I have my spear bannerman.
Oh, such an awesome formation.
Yeah, forming the defensive testudo, blockading the way, not letting any of you rebel scum through. Again, behind them I've got another unit. And then I have a unit of halberdier bannermen. They're currently not in formation because it currently takes fatigue, so they do also have pretty long halberdiers, and they're more like a pike unit, but at the moment they just have their maces out.
It makes sense that you have your like spear units in the road because, you know, you don't want ambush troops to be like carrying spears.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
like the ones coming from the side because they got to be a lot faster.
Yeah, exactly. And then up on the hill, I have two catapults. They're two individual units, which I really like, kind of just having the feel of one catapult in a unit. It's kind of nice just to move them around. And then again, pretty much all the same units. I think I've kind of mentioned it. I do also have some men-at-arms axemen right at the end of your formation, which are kind of like a javelin unit.
Oh, they almost look like a militia.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm going to be using them kind of to block off your escape and not let you through, like to kind of run away until try to get reinforcements. Try and use them to enclose off. And the final unit I have is these Northern Vanguard units, which are basically just two-handed weapon soldiers in their colourful uniforms.
Yeah.
Just some of them have warhammers, some of them have long swords, some of them have like just axes. They're all pretty crazy.
That's awesome. So here we go, guys. The ambush is about to begin. The diplomacy is actually about to begin. So you ready to begin this little meeting here?
Yeah, just count me down and I'll click on pause.
3, 2, 1.
So your army is just marching around the road, not really expecting my army just to appear. Kind of a bit off guard.
Like, they're in the road.
You have to go talk to them first, and you know it's a muddy swamp as well. That's why some of the men are like up to their ankles in mud, going through the textures.
Well, the north is not exactly a beautiful place. It's pretty harsh.
I mean, they're kind of lucky that it's not snowing, so they've got that going for them.
Yeah. It's like early winter. Winter is not coming.
Yeah, the winters last for like years on years.
Yeah, that's true.
They're currently enjoying a brisk summer, a muddy summer, that's for sure.
Yes, more rain than snow.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, your people are like, they were here for diplomacy, but they brought thousands of troops, you know?
Yeah, I've only got like a small household guard here, a couple spearmen, you know, a unit of archers, nothing too crazy.
Yeah, and see my general over there who's walking over, he assumes that that's just it. You know, that's the only force he has, and this is going to be easy. So he has more like diplomacy power, I guess, sort of. He has more muscle.
You can kind of use that sway to kind of hopefully enforce something. Like, we obviously don't want to fight, because if we fight, you'll die here.
Yeah, so here we go. My general's coming up. I've got my spears getting into position just in case someone tries to do anything sneaky.
Yeah.
And this is as close as we're gonna get. They're like, hi!
How's it going? Yeah, I really like it how you brought up your cast arc spears just to kind of protect your general. Kind of act as a rear guard if anything bad goes down.
Yep. So yeah, this is where diplomacy's already turning bad here.
Yeah.
Like, House Stark is a bunch of tyrants. There needs to be a new king.
No, we're not. I'm the only king. The king in the north.
And it's like, then who will be king? It's like, I will be king.
The catapults, the archer fire.
Oh,
the trap has been sprung.
So there we go. There goes the signal. Your general gives the word, and it starts the attack.
Yep, the arrow fire comes flying in. The catapults kind of just try and shock your men.
I like how your catapults went for the House Stark traders first.
Yeah, obviously. You gotta make sure they're dead. I love the burning animation. Well, not the burning animations, but the burning bodies of the fire. It is so cool, just men who are crisp.
It's pretty terrifying.
The war dogs are coming in now as well.
Oh, look at that!
Just trying to shock as many men as possible.
Trying to,
with the fire arrows as well.
You're trying to slow down my formation here, so I can't, form up kind of like a square to protect the general, to protect the new king of the north.
Yeah. Oh, don't say that. He's gonna die. Don't you worry. And on the front line, we've already engaged some of our spearmen as well now.
Oh yes.
Trying to form up here. My general's just watching from the road, like, yes, fight, kill them all.
Everything is going as planned.
Yeah, exactly. You're just Admiral Akbar. It's a trap. So you're forming up pretty nicely now. You're almost into a nice defensive.
Yeah, square.
Yeah, and you're fighting away the dogs pretty effectively as well.
Yeah, they weren't too much of an issue. I was able to cut them down, and I think dogs are more of like a flanking, like.
Yeah, supporting unit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, look at them all. There's still quite a bit killing my warrior sons.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, again, like, it's going to be pretty hard for the dogs to chew through mail armor and stuff.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
So there we go. I'm setting up my archers in the center. And then we can't really see a lot of the enemies, but we can hear them screaming and charging.
Come out of the woods in force very, very soon. Because again, your lines are kind of spread out at the moment. You're taken by surprise. The catapults are picking off men hit left, right, and center. The archer fire's coming in. Your men are still like kind of don't know where the enemy's coming from, just staring up a big hill.
Yeah. And look at my testudo of the warrior sons facing the sloping down side. That is awesome.
So awesome. Yeah, all your men are forming up their defensive testudo. Looks very cool. I think that's more of a shield wall than it is defensive testudo. I think so. And the archer fire coming in. Oh my god! Oh, it just missed as well. But the archer fire coming over the top is just brutal.
Oh yes, and you're actually charging in some archers over here.
Oh really? Yeah, I think I was actually trying to reform them. And they decided to actually go in and act as kind of like a sacrifice. But yeah, you're going to be cutting me down with your maces or bashing me down.
There we go. Your general has given the word for the side infantry to flank in.
Yeah, and if you look at the back as well, you can see down the road my axe infantry are cutting off your exit.
Oh yeah, here they come.
Oh my god,
here they come.
I'm just zoomed out watching the men pouring down the hill and coming down the road.
Oh my god, it's so epic.
Gonna smash across your front line now against your shield.
Here we go, yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
You are the warrior sons!
Awesome, dude. I love the jumping animations as well. It's so cool.
Yeah, they're just trying to break through with pure force.
Yeah. Oh, some dude actually, when I was watching, actually did manage to smash through your shield wall, which is cool.
Brutal.
More men coming down the slopes now on the other side. And then we try and smash them through with the other warhammers. But they just swing around these huge warhammers. It's crazy.
Artillery just fly. I see axes. Someone's throwing axes like crazy.
Really? Maybe it's marksmen. That's the missiles they have.
Yeah, maybe. But it's pretty funny that my backline is like with the House Umber axes.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like axis v axis. But you also have your what are they? The Northmen Vanguard.
Oh yeah, I have them in there. That's such a cool looking unit, just ready to smash through. These guys are going to be the guys to break through the formation, with these big ass weapons just to smash into these shields.
Yeah, there we go. I'm starting to break some of your archers over there, but you are making a lot of progress through my lines.
Yeah, again, I don't think we looked at it, but I had around 4,300 men and you had around 3,000 men. So I did kind of outnumber you. Obviously, I kind of took you by surprise in this battle.
Right. Yeah, this is just a showcase of the mod.
Yeah, exactly. We're just trying to create a cool looking scenario.
But this definitely has like a Game of Thrones, like the story of this battle has Game of Thrones written all over it.
All over it, very treacherous. It's just so cool seeing like all the flags, and the units definitely do feel like the house, the house which they try and represent.
Yeah.
It's very colourful, and I really hope they do add more to this mod, like more factions, like just seeing Lannisters and like, all the other, like Dawn and something like that would be really cool.
Yeah. Greyjoy and everything.
Catapult is still raining hell in.
Oh, you're starting to break through my back lines.
Your archers are having to go and supplement some of the gaps. Archer volley with the house reeds.
Unfortunately, my wildfire throwers here, I forgot to turn them on fire at will, so they were not throwing Nafatoons, but they do start firing pretty soon. Yeah,
the archers managed to kind of act as a wall to kind of let them get out of there and protect their bombs. Catapult's still coming in. Oh my god, that was a huge hit over there. The burning tree in person I like, and so was that. Damn.
Woo. This battle, I love the ambushes. It's just so epic.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. And some of the Stark men like are just covered in blood. Their shield is just riddled with it.
Yeah, they've seen a lot of action. They've killed a lot of traitors today.
And your formation's starting to break now. You can definitely see where you've kind of warned me off in certain places, and kind of like a massive gap has been created there.
Yeah, my back lines are falling or thinning over there. But the front line where your general is actually holding.
You've got like some spearmen there. Your Karstarks are fighting. They're true to the house. They will not give up. I can't remember the house words off the top of my head. If you asked me a year ago, I would have known this, but it's been too long since I've read the books or like kind of looked up any history. So I can't quite remember the house names, but they're really, really cool. They're a very, very sturdy house. And you've even got your general fighting in there as well.
Yeah, my general, he's like, I gotta fight with my men to prove I'm worthy as a king.
And I think so you just threw in some of your wildfire as well out the back. You can see it burning.
Yep. There we go, the wildfire. They are throwing. I'm getting a little bit closer here. Wow, they're like in the mud.
Yeah, I know. It's literally just, this is a good ambush point. It's so hard for you to be maneuverable. More of my archers now have picked up their shield and they're charging in. They're taking the shield from their back and they're going in to try and help push forward in these certain positions against your soldiers over here. Wildfire going out as well.
There we go. Yes. Oh, burn them.
The burn animation is just so brutal in Attila. Just the screams as well.
Yeah, it's very loud when you zoom in there. It's pretty intense.
Yeah, oh my god, that was an amazing throw there.
It would be cool if they could like turn the fire green.
Oh, that would be epic. That would be so cool. And have like catapults shoot it out.
Yeah, that would be awesome. But I see your general. He's trying to flank around, so I'm chasing my general after him. So it's a little bit of a
I'm pretty sure he was engaged over there, and now like he was starting to lose men. His bodyguard was starting to waver a bit, so he's just got the hell out of there.
Yeah.
Because I have the men advantage, there's no real need for me to
fight.
To kind of commit him. And I'm starting to throw in some of my vanguard in as well.
Yeah, so my warrior sons over here are unbelievable. They're a very expensive unit, but they are worth it. They are holding the line, even though like everything else around them is crumbling.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the things as well in Attila, which is really nice. If you form a defensive testudo or a shield wall or something, like it will do what it says on the tin. It will hold the line for a long time. It will be defensive. Which is a really nice like kind of addition to the total war like mechanics.
Yeah.
Oh, some guy just got absolutely wrecked with a Glover Warhammer. Like he literally got his chest caved in and his head smacked off.
Look at this! Look at you're just pouring down the road now.
I've started to break you. My surprise is just too much for your organisation. Your generals have to go in, so it's hard for them to give orders.
Yes, there's just complete chaos on the battlefield. Look at that, my archers are shooting and fire and running at the same time.
Oh really? Because of MLG tactics there. Yeah, my men are just pouring down. But like, again, these units are kind of somewhat depleted. You know, these units are coming for you, so all focus is lost, and your archers aren't bad in combat as well. Remember that
No, they
guy's
are
got
not.
he's dual wielding 2 swords, so he's going to be the messing face. And you're also bringing up some of your other Warhammers back from the front line as well to help support.
Yeah, I'm just like, with the men still alive in the back, I'm just trying to slow down some of your troops, so maybe I can get lucky and break some of your troops in the front line.
Yeah, exactly, push through there. I think my halberdiers are also involved in this battle, but oh yeah, actually they do have their halberdiers out now. They've put their maces away. A few of them still have their maces. The halberdiers have got a longer reach, just poking away at your shields, trying to find a weak spot. Someone just got smashed in the chest. So awesome. I love the kill animations of Attila.
Yeah, the animations are pretty great.
Yeah, so your swords have been surrounded now at the end of a road. The end is near.
Yeah,
they're still holding, like they're completely surrounded, and the warrior sons are just not giving up.
They're unbelievable. They look really awesome too.
Faith militants, that's what they're called. That's what the religion in King's Landing is. The faith militants is what they're called. Now I'm pretty sure these are the guys from that like movement, that religious movement.
Oh, that's cool.
Faith militants, yeah, it came to me in the end.
Yeah, I don't really know too much about the lore of Game of Thrones, so it's good to have you here to explain some
my lore is not as great as it once was. I knew a lot more. I knew pretty much all the house words from like even every minor faction as well a year ago, but it's been too long. So I've managed to completely just kind of close off your retreat. There's pretty much no retreat. You stand here and you fight.
Yeah, I was trying to form some kind of last-second circle around my men, but
yeah, your general died. I'm pretty sure. I think we missed that, and the men were just like, "It's lost. We're gonna surrender, become prisoners, and hopefully that the Starks are kind to us."
Honestly, the Starks should just like forgive them and let them join back, because this is like the perfect time for another house to come over and just take out the North because they're injured.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Like the Riverlands or someone like that could push up through the Twins and start attacking, because obviously House Reed have lost a lot of men here. They're normally the guardians of the South, so like guarding the passage. So you know the North is vulnerable right now. The Ironborn could come over. And that's actually something, again, I was reading the comments, they were looking to maybe, if people like this mod enough, add the Ironborn in as the Vikings and change a lot of their units to look very Ironborn-y, which would be really, really cool.
Yeah, for sure, guys. Be sure to support this mod because, like JackieFishhh said, I mean, if it grows in popularity, he will make more factions.
Exactly.
And
you know, Game of Thrones, there's a lot of it tracked back to medieval England and stuff like that. So you can actually play this faction in the campaign as Scotland. So like you could actually, you know, add all the factions in maybe one day and have the whole of England, you know.
Yeah,
you know, just different factions, and it'd be really, really interesting.
Yeah, for sure. But looking at the stats here real quick.
I've just jumped out.
Okay.
Your men, look at them. Oh, 225 kills.
Yeah. The House Stark great swords did pretty well.
Which is surprising because they got hit by a lot of catapult fire as well early on. So they lost some numbers.
Maybe you hit the one that got 61 kills.
Yeah, I mean that probably makes sense.
A couple of my Warhammers getting over 100 there. That's pretty good. Actually, my Warrior Son not doing that great. There's one that got 164, but overall, like, not that amazing. But I guess they're better at like holding the line rather than getting kills.
Yeah, and I mean they were starting to get overwhelmed as well. Like after the initial charge and stuff. You know, once units start breaking, getting surrounded, their numbers just drop really fast. Because your position was a defensive position. So yeah, look how huge it was. 4,300 men.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Even your War Dogs, they did okay. I mean, 45 kills or so. That's pretty solid.
Exactly, and you can probably see the unit of archers which actually ran into to combat with their 0 kills, which is kind of funny. So yeah, my forces were a lot cheaper than yours as well. Like your men were more of the expensive troops.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to use numbers to compensate for that. So even that, like one of my Northern Vanguard units got almost 300 kills. Like, yeah, they're pretty awesome.
Yeah,
you know, and even my spearmen did good. They just held the line, and my general as well, getting 103 kills.
Yeah, hey, did better than mine surprisingly. Mine was in the fight longer.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, this is just a little showcase of the mod, guys. Again, check it out, give it a try, and I hope you enjoyed today's video.
Yeah, see you guys later.
Yeah, see ya. See ya. See ya.